The next Olympic volleyball tournament won't take place until 2028, so until then, the World Championship holds the crown as the sport's biggest event. And since we were right there in Manila, it only makes sense that we pass on all the insights to the volleyball community. After all, what kind of witnesses would we be if we kept it all to ourselves?
In episode 77, we explored attacking trends, and today we'll take a close look at defensive ones. And attention, we have a special guest, the head coach of the Czech national team, Jiří Novák, who led his team to a sensational fourth-place finish. When someone like that speaks about defense, you'd be crazy not to listen. But defense starts with the serve, right? So, what does the successful coach have to say?
Byla jedna věc, která mě překvapila, řekněme, že ofenzivní lídři svých týmů šli relativně do chybovosti na servisu. Jo, to znamená, že já můžu hodnotit třeba z vlastní kůže mistrovství Evropy 2023, kde bylo spoustu taktických servisů od hráčů a ofenzivní lídři nešli úplně zásadně na risk. A na tomhle mistrovství světa mi přišlo, budeme se bavit o Leonovi, budeme se bavit o Nikolovovi, budeme se opravdu bavit o těch lidech, kteří jsou ofenzivní lídři těch svých týmů a ty do toho pražili furt. Neuměli povolit prostě. A já jsem si toho všiml, protože jedu jiný systém na servisu, takže to je jedna věc, která mě překvapila.
Coach Novák opened a topic that takes a bit of courage. Risk on the serve. So let's quickly recap what makes a jump serve truly dangerous. To be truly threatening, the server needs to toss the ball into the court and hit it at least 1, ideally 1.5 meters inside the baseline. Why? Because it's like shrinking the court yourself. The distance between the server and the receiver drops to just 15 or 16 meters. Now imagine this. The receiver has 0.45 seconds to react. You wouldn't even have time to shout "mine," and the ball's already there.
And the result? Sometimes the server lands all the way near the 3-meter line inside the court. No wonder Coach Novák pointed this out as the reason why offensive leaders weren't afraid to take risks. But watch out. It's not just the heavy hitters anymore. Volleyball has evolved. The jump serve has become a standard weapon for any solid player. Even setters, we saw it with Gianelli and Nikolov, and you get the feeling they actually enjoy the adrenaline rush of serving. The same applies to middle blockers today. Not long ago, the float serve was still somewhat tolerated in their case. But times have changed. Now, most of them have either switched to the jump serve or at least to a hybrid. Yes, there are still players who don't go fully aggressive with their jump serve. But that's more of a team tactics issue, and we'll leave that for another time. Today we're focused on the World Championship. And there? The float serve was mostly used as a rare tactical tool, but when someone like our Klamesh has mastered it, it can still give opponents serious trouble.
So, Italy are once again world champions, and rightly we ask what gives them that extra edge. The answer is clear and immediate, their perfectionism. But it doesn't start with offense. Its roots lie in relentless defense. The Italians would tear themselves apart just to touch the ball in defense. Sure, part of it is excellent game organization, as Coach Novák will soon confirm, but above all, it's their defensive mantra: I try to reach the ball, even if it seems hopeless. That's where champions are made.
Organizací. V podstatě je strašně těžký se proti ním prosadit na útoku. Samozřejmě oni třeba finálový zápas vyhráli i na 2 série 6S, jo? Ale myslím si, že to gro a v podstatě ten jejich styl je to, že všichni dodržují systém, který se nastaví a všichni ho výborně jako plní. To jako v mých očích je to největší, ten blesk, který prostě jakoby ti švihne do očí, když se díváš na Itálii.
Coach Novák says that breaking through against Italy is extremely difficult. Every single one of their players fulfills his role to perfection and fits seamlessly into a highly organized game. But it's not just about sticking to the tactics. Each player must also have the technical skill to actually bring those tactics to life. And that's where Italian perfectionism truly lies. Flawless individual craftsmanship embedded within a flawless, widely respected system. Because what good is the best system if its components don't work?
And while we're talking about systems, there's something else worth mentioning. The Italians know how to bend theirs. In certain situations, they even abandoned their traditional player positioning in the backcourt, adjusting instead according to a special plan tailored to a specific opponent or situation. No blind loyalty to schemes, just smart adaptation.
Here's a clear example. Italy's libero Balasso takes position in zone 1, where the setter would traditionally stand. And the setter, he shifts to zone 6. In another case, we see the libero in zone 6 and the outside hitter in zone 5. Again, not a typical setup. But the Italians didn't arrive at this by accident. Every move like that is the result of mature reflection and a clear tactical reason.
And what about that classic argument that the setter must be in zone 1 to prepare the counter-attack? The Italians sweep it off the table with ease. For them, defense comes first, and then the counter-attack. And they handle both with such clarity and control that you can't help but admit they might just be right.
And then there's the long-standing domain of the Russians, which the Italians took over in the 1990s through blockers like Gardini and Lucchetta. Yes, we're talking about blocking. It almost seems as if certain volleyball skills are passed down between nations like family heirlooms. The foundation of any good defense is a solid, unyielding, and tactical block. And who ruled the block at this year's championship? The Italians. It seems their legacy of blocking isn't fading anytime soon. When we explored attacking trends in previous episodes, we noticed something. In complicated situations, the so-called power tip is appearing more and more often. It's a clever tactical trick, where a player either gently pulls the ball into the opponent's court or deliberately tips it into the block to create a new, more favorable opportunity for attack smart, right? But here's the catch. It doesn't work with just a clever attacker. For the trick to succeed, the rest of the team must be ready to cover the deflected ball, control it, smooth it out, and launch a new attack. Without that, the whole plan is just a nice idea. So here's another trend. Covering your own attacker, once more common in women's volleyball, is now becoming a key feature in the men's game too.
And as you can clearly see, this doesn't just apply to the clever power tip. Because of the growing emphasis on coverage, we're now seeing more and more instances of players covering even after their own powerful spikes. To put it in military terms, players must now watch out for the impact of their own friendly fire. Volleyball is evolving, and so is what we consider normal.